All right, Shalom. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kodash. We give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's a sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing again, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Okay? This is, a video of proof that only the elect of Israel will be saved. Okay? Because that's the truth, man. Okay, you have a lot of people that are trying to save these other nations. Okay, when you go into the scriptures, okay, and you go into history, you start with captivity. Okay, uh, when our people were in captivity, when the Messiah came on the scene, okay, they were under captivity under the Romans at the time. Okay? And then when you go into fast forwarding today, we're under captivity, okay, of the modern Romans again. Okay? So after Yahweh Shah did his miracles, okay, the disciples were pretty much asking Yahweh Shah, will he restore the kingdom again? Okay? Let me get this scripture. Acts 1:6. It says, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Okay? Now, us being Israelites, okay, we know that we're Israelites. These other nations, they don't acknowledge the fact that we are the real Israelites. Okay? If you ask them, they will say that the real Israelites are the people that are living in the land of Israel. Okay? Rather than the people who came from the seed of Jacob, who got his name changed to Israel. Okay? Which consists of the 12 tribes of Jacob. Okay? So when Yahweh Shah, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, when he got resurrected, they asked him, will he, restore the kingdom to Israel? Because that's what they was hoping for. They were still in captivity under the Romans, okay? And they thought that it was their time, okay? But when you go into the scriptures, it wasn't the time for that to happen, okay? That's the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. And it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay? Then when you go into the 10th verse, right? I'm going to go to the 9th verse, because that son of perdition is talking about Esau. Okay? And the falling away, okay, is our people, not knowing that they was Israelites. Okay? And the fact that we were put into captivity, okay, which that captivity is the curse that the Lord put on us. Okay? According to Deuteronomy 28, okay, and 68, okay, when he said that we would go into slavery with ships, okay? And the people who led us into slavery with ships, okay, as the scriptures say, he who leadeth into captivity, so go into captivity, okay, is that man of sin, the son of perdition, okay, the thief, okay? So when you go into the 8th verse, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's why we go out on the highway and hedges. We do videos. Okay? It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay? All of our adversaries, okay, are going to go into captivity. Okay? That's what the scriptures say. It says, and then, ninth verse, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right? It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Okay? It says, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Okay? It says, and for this cause, God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And one of the lies is that the idea that everybody can be saved didn't come from an Israelite. Okay? It didn't come from any of the 12 apostles. The 12 disciples. It didn't come from Paul. Okay? And it didn't come from Yahweh Shai. It didn't come from Yahweh. Okay? That did not come from any of the men of the Lord. Okay? And then when you go into the scriptures, because that scripture has to be backed up with another scripture. Okay? It says that they received not the love of the truth. Okay? That their coming is after the working of Satan. Right? So when you go into it, let me get another scripture. This is a good scripture that shows that not everybody can be saved. Okay? So Jeremiah 2:11, it says, hath or has a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? Okay? So when you go through history, right? No nation in the history of this planet, okay, has ever just said, hey, I'm going to change my God to your God. No nation has ever done that. Okay? The nations that have done that, okay, going into the Israelites, okay, and even the other nations that come over here and they say, oh, I believe in Jesus and all that stuff, right? It says, but my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. Okay? A lot of these people who change their gods or their ways of life is because that was forced upon them. Okay? Because they went into captivity. Okay? And that's that wine. Okay? That's what the scriptures in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it says, 2nd chapter and 4th verse, says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Right? It's talking about Esau. Okay? But the just shall live by his faith. Yet also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keeps at home. Okay? The so-called white man, or this government that people follow, okay, they don't keep the problems that are going in this country under control. Okay? They worry about other problems in other countries. Okay? And that's why you have certain countries that change their beliefs as time goes on. Like I was watching something, okay? It's something on Netflix called The Patriot Act, okay? Where this comedian, he go on like different political issues, okay? And one of the things that he was talking about was like how obesity, is a major problem in the world, not just in America, okay? And he said that, CocaCola, was presented over into, China, okay, and they ended up having um, more say so in the economy, okay, because of, the people, they I guess they like CocaCola, at that time. So Coca-Cola and these different companies, changed the mindsets of a lot of people, you know. But who allowed that company to even get there in the beginning? You know, who allows all this trade to go on? Okay, it's Esau. Okay, it says who enlarges his desire is hell, and that's what he's doing. Okay, so when you see the ideologies and the mentalities of different nations change, okay, that's because Esau is enlarging in his desire is hell. Okay, which hell is the grave. Okay, and it's also a state of condition. Okay, it says, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heaps unto him all people. So this is why these nations, you know, believe in, white Jesus, because that white Jesus has been traded onto them. Okay, but as far as our people, that white Jesus has been forced on us. Okay, this captivity that we're on, and even the Muslim ideology. Okay, because you could come to America and you could believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? But a lot of Jake end up being Muslims because they go to jail, okay, and they end up following that belief system. You know, it says, so not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, which means destruction, to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. What's that thick clay? When you're going to it, it's talking about the depth. Okay? So, a lot of these ideologies that people follow, okay, that America put on people, okay, the idolatry and all that stuff, it all goes back to Habakkuk, the second chapter, and Esau forcing that way on other people. Okay, it's not that these people willingly did this, but that's what was forced on them. Okay, this is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. When you go into Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, who is that talking about? It's talking about Israelites. Okay, because that law was only given unto the Israelites. Okay, that was in the Torah. Okay, and then you had the prophets. Okay, which the prophets was talking about the downfall of the Israelites. Okay, and how they was going to come back into power again. Okay, and it talks about how whoever is meant for captivity is going to go into captivity. Okay, what's that's talking about? When FEMA happens again. Well, FEMA is gonna happen. Okay, martial law and all these different things. But then you have other when all this stuff is done. The Isaiah 14:1. We shall rule over our oppressors. Okay, it says, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which is talking about Israelites, which departed from the Lord our God. So that go to proof right there, man. When the Lord talks about saving his people, okay, he's saving his people from captivity. Okay, which is talking about the elect. Israelites are the ones who went into captivity. The so-called white man did not go into captivity. These other nations did not go into captivity. The Israelites went into captivity. Okay? And that's why the scripture. It's in Chronicles. So many different scriptures, man, on this captivity. Talking about the Lord is going to, bring back the captivity of Jacob. Okay, hey, being as though I just said that. Talking about Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. Okay? And it ain't say no Edomite, it ain't say no other nation, it said Israelites. Okay? It says, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, which are the Israelites who don't know that they're Israelites, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay? So when you go into it, okay, even more proof that only the Israelites can be saved, the elect of Israel, okay? Because 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed in this destruction that's about to come. Okay? Second Chronicles 2. Second Chronicles 6 and start at 37. We start at 36. If they sin against you, for there is no man which sins not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them over before their enemies, and they carry them away captives unto a land far off or near. Okay, when our people was in captivity, okay, when our people were in our own land, and then we got put into captivity under Babylonians, we had our chance to get redeemed. Okay, under all these different captivities that our people did go into, we had the opportunity to be redeemed from the Lord. Okay, that's why he always set up the judges and so on and so forth. Okay, but then it says a land far off, which is that's talking about America. Okay, it says, yet if they bethink themselves in the land whither they are carried captive, and turn and pray unto you in the land of their captivity, saying, we have sinned, we have done amiss, and have dealt wickedly. So when would another nation ever be able to change that ideology and say that we've messed up to you, Yahweh? Let us make it up to you. They will never do that, because it's not in them to even do that. Our people are the ones who going through the hell, okay, and the bull crap. We the ones who the scriptures say have comfort. On the side of the oppressor, they don't have comfort. Okay, it says, if they return to you with all their heart, how can you return them to something that you never had in the first place? And with all their soul in the land of their captivity, when our people went into captivity, man, okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, there wasn't no other nation there that was with us. The scripture says the children of Judah and the children of Israel were oppressed together, okay, and we still are today. It's a nation. It says, whether they have carried them captives, and pray toward the land which thou gavest unto their fathers, and toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built for my name, for your name, then hear thou from the heavens, even from your dwelling place, their prayer and their supplications, and maintain their cause, and forgive your people which have sinned against you. So Israelites are the only ones that sinned against the Most High. Okay? We're the ones who disappointed the Most High, not anybody else. We're his people. Okay? So with that, man, Lord willing, this was edifying, man, and you got edified from off of this, man. Learn something, you know. But with that, I want to say shalom till next time.